Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kayla, and if you guys are interested in creativity and lifestyle videos sprinkled with magic, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video from me. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of drugstore makeup, and I'm going to be focusing on Jason Wu and e.l.f. beauty. So if you guys are curious to see how I got this look, or you're interested in hearing about these products, then keep watching. And I have to let you guys know that this video was heavily influenced by Judy here on YouTube. She is my makeup queen. I feel like I go to her for all of my makeup inspiration, so you guys should definitely check out her channel. I'll leave it linked down below. I'm just going to quickly show you guys all the things that I picked up. So first we'll just start with e.l.f. and first we have these two face products, which is the Camo Cc Cream and then the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I feel like this is going to be really I've heard actually that this is really comparable to the It Cosmetics CC Cream, so I'm really excited to see how this performs because obviously the e.l.f. one is a lot more affordable. I've heard so many things about this Poreless Putty Primer, so I'm really excited to see how my makeup lasts at the end of the day. And I also picked up the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer here, and I'm really excited to see how this turns out because you know I love a good hydrating concealer. I also picked up the e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencil, and I'm really excited to try this out because I've never really heard anyone talk about this. And then I picked up two of the e.l.f. Satin Lipsticks, I believe. This is in the shade Taffy and Cider, and I've heard a lot of great things about this from Judy, so I'm really excited to test these out. And then I just picked up this like little blush and highlighter duo, I believe, and this is in the shade Rose Gold. And I also picked up this little quad from e.l.f. and it's basically just a bunch of mauve shades. And so let's go ahead and move on to Jason Wu. I also picked up an eyeshadow from Jason Wu, and this is all available at Target. That's where I got everything. So I think for today's look I'll probably just do a combo of these two because this is pretty neutral and that one's more mauve, so I think they'll look really great together. I also picked up this Opal Stick, and it looks like that. I feel like this looks like the Fenty highlighters. I actually have never tried those. I have the Jason Wu multi-use product. I forget the specific name, but Judy talks a lot about this, so I really wanted to try it out. And then I also picked up this Celestial Lust, and then this is in the shade this is in the shade Jane Doe. I picked up these three lip products from Jason Wu. This is the Honey Fluff in the shade Woo Me, and then these are just two lip liners. I'm always on the hunt for a good lip liner because I'm just not sure what works for me or like what formulation I like the best. The brown is Dolled Up and then the pink is Adore. So I'm really excited to try these two out. So now that I showed you guys all of the products, let's just go ahead and dive into the look. So I reapplied sunscreen and took off my brows because I wanted to use the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. So let's just go ahead and see how this performs. So I usually use the dip brow, as you guys saw I think in one of my previous videos. I have not drawn on my eyebrows like this in a very long time, so bear with me. But first what I really try to do is you define the shape, or for me I try to like define the shape of my eyebrows since I have no eyebrows, and then after I create the shape then I just go ahead and fill that in. I definitely like the way this looks. Also, I feel like you actually get a lot of product for this, and I think this is only like $2 or $3 I want to say. So these are the brows right now. I feel like they look pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the spoolie to fluff it out a bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer for my base since I don't have any primers here. So I just try to dab some concealer on my eyelid and then blend it out, and that's especially when I'm using my fingers on my eyelids. I definitely use my ring finger because I believe that they say that your ring finger is supposed to have the softest touch, and you know around the eye area you have to be super gentle. Okay, time to play, or time for the fun part I should say. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and use a combination of these two eyeshadow palettes since I feel like they're both relatively neutral, especially this one, so I feel like they'll complement each other well. I'm not sure what kind of look I want to do today, but I think I definitely want to focus in on the mauve shade since this has a little bit more color, so we'll see what happens. So first I'm going to go ahead and take this shade on the far left, and I'm just going to use this as my transition shadow. I think today I'm just gonna do like a pretty simple eye look, or nothing crazy like a cut crease or anything, just so we can really try out all the different products. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Jason Wu palette and then use this shadow in the corner right here, and then use this to deepen out the crease. So far I'm really liking these Jason Wu shadows. I feel like this Jason Wu palette would be such a nice palette for like everyday use, and it's such a great size since it's so compact. Now what I'm going to do is jump back into the e.l.f. palette and take this darkest shadow here and then use this to darken out the outer corners. Just a little bit more. Okay. I feel like that didn't really make a difference. Okay, so the e.l.f. shadows are definitely not that pigmented. You definitely have to build up a lot. I want to go back in with the transition shadow and just make sure I blend out all those harsh edges. I'm going to take this fluffy brush, and then I want to go in with this bronzy terracotta color right here with a bunch of shimmers, and then work that into my inner third. Okay, I feel like this e.l.f. palette is not coming through. Alright then, I don't know if you guys can see, because you can barely see. I feel like it's barely showing up. It's definitely there, but it's very faint. I want to take this Jason Wu Celestial Fluff and then put it over that color to help make that pop a little more. Ooh. It literally looks exactly like the Stilo shadows, except definitely a lot more product. I'm just going to dab this on my inner thirds really quick and then use my finger to help blend it out. Okay, I feel like that definitely helped the look a lot. This is such an interesting formulation because I feel like it dries like a foiled shadow, which was not what I was expecting. Like, it actually dries pretty flat, like it doesn't feel like you're wearing a lot of glitter on your shadow. I mean, on your eyelids. I'm gonna go ahead and go back in with that dark purple shadow and then work that into my crease so it looks a little more blended. Not bad, not bad. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go back into the Jason Wu palette, and then we're gonna take, I think this little pinky shimmery shade will go great on the inner corners. I feel like putting an inner corner shadow is like my favorite part of doing eyeshadow, honestly, because it really just opens your eyes up. I guess that's pretty much the eyeshadow for today. So next I'm going to go ahead and pop on some lashes. I'm going to go ahead and use, of course, lashes in Wonderland, and these are in the style Mad Tea Party. As you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but I've worn these a lot of times and I absolutely love them. Okay, so this is what the lashes look like on, and if you guys are interested in these lashes or any of her other lashes, feel free to use my code kaylavsanto to save some money at checkout. Next, we're going to dive into the face, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Poreless Putty Primer to prime my face. This product looks pretty thick, so I feel like a little definitely goes a long way. So now I'm going to take the Camo Concealer and then just go ahead and put it under my under eyes. And there's definitely a lot of fallout. I can't tell if it's from, it looks like the darker shadow, so I'm kind of guessing it's from the e.l.f. eyeshadows, since it kind of blends in with that color there. So now to jump into the Camo Cc Cream. I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand and then use my Beauty Blender again. Also, I feel like I'm the worst at like matching myself, especially in the drugstore, since you can't try it on. Actually, take that back. You can't even try it anywhere now with like COVID and the pandemic. This might be a little too light, especially with the summer months coming up, but I'm definitely liking the coverage, but it might be a little too light, so I'm definitely excited to add some color back into my face. Actually, okay, so I feel like that Jason Wu color didn't really come in for my inner corner, so I want to go ahead and take this little e.l.f. shadow, and then it has like this highlight color here, so I'm going to go ahead and use that to add to my inner corner. Ooh, yes, this is definitely making it pop. So I didn't pick up any bronzers, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the Fenty Beauty Macchiato Cream Bronzer. Now for the cheeks, I want to use this Jason Wu Beauty Hot Fluff Lipstick, and this is supposed to be a multi-use product, so I want to go ahead and use it for my cheeks. I used to be such a bronzer girl, but now I love blush. Cute. I kind of want to use this e.l.f. duo too, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that over. But I actually really like the product. You can see it gives you a really natural flush, and I love that. I also want to go ahead and use this Jason Wu Beauty highlighter stick. So I'm just going to go ahead and add it to the high points of my face, and wow, this is really purpley. I don't know if you guys can tell, but look at that sheen, wow. And if you saw this in person, it is really purple. So I think this would go great with like a purple look, and obviously this has some mauvey purple undertones, so it definitely fits. But look at that highlight. Yay! We're almost done, guys. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take this Jason Wu lip liner. I think I'm gonna go with the darker shade today, and the shade Dolled Up, and this is the more brown shade. So far, I'm definitely liking the formulation. It's really smooth and creamy. I think this is a little too pinky for the look today. Yeah. So I think we're gonna go ahead with the darker color, but I'm just gonna dab it on. I really like this color. I feel like it really completes the look. And I also wanted to use this honey fluff, so I'm just gonna dab some in the center of my lips. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to just be this really nude pinky color, so I'll just put some. I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of creates this really cute ombre effect. Well, guys, that is the look. I think we're looking pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. I'm such a huge fan of the lipstick. Now, let's just talk about the products. I don't think I was super impressed with the e.l.f. quad. I think there was a lot of follow, and I feel like it was not very pigmented, so that was kind of a flop. I am really liking this little e.l.f. duo here, but that I definitely just used it for the inner corner and a little bit over my cheeks, so I'll have to update you guys when I use it for my cheeks. I'm really liking this lip combo, so I used this lip liner from Jason Wu in the shade Dolled Up with the e.l.f. Satin Lipstick. Like, this might be my new combo. I'm really liking it so far, and it doesn't feel super drying, and I feel like it's pretty creamy. I'm definitely liking all of the face products from e.l.f., but I'll definitely have to update you guys later after a couple hours of wear. I did like the Opal Stick. It gives you a pretty nice sheen, but it's also a super dramatic highlight, which I like. I'm also really liking this Hot Fluff product, so I'll definitely be using it again, and I'm also really excited to try it out on my lips. And I actually really like this brow product. I'm surprised that not many people have really talked about it so far, so I'll definitely be using this. And so far, I really like this eyeshadow palette from Jason Wu. I think it'll be great for everyday use, and it just has such pretty neutral colors. Of course, and I can't forget about the Celestial Lust. I feel like this really saved the eye look. If you guys can see here, this really made my eye look pop, and I'm really liking it. So I pretty much used all of the products today. So just to summarize really quick, I pretty much like everything, except I wasn't a huge fan of the little eyeshadow palette, unfortunately. But everything else, I definitely think you guys should try. Hi everyone, it is 8:34 right now and it's been about 4 or 5 hours I would say since I put on the makeup, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick update of what it looks like. Sorry the lighting is really bad, but I think you guys can tell, but like the highlight is still there and I feel like the face makeup still looks really good. The eyeshadow is still in place. I think I really like the Celestial less, like it stayed on pretty well and you can see it, and it's so interesting how this is a liquid but then I feel like it dries like a dry shimmer, if that makes sense. Yeah, but I just wanted to give you an update on the makeup. The lips obviously are off, the eyebrows still look pretty good, so I'm pretty impressed with that e.l.f. product. And again, sorry the lighting is so bad, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. That was it for today's video. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know down below in the comments if there are other drugstore brands you want me to test out. I think next I want to try NYX because I recently found out that their CEO is an Asian American woman, so of course I have to support the AAPI community, and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video from me. And if you guys want to see more of me, please follow me on my Instagram and TikTok. They're both just Kayla's Ever After, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!